So we got these items that it said we can combine together, I think. But maybe that's because I've only got the one Adreno slot, so I guess I need to get the consumable slots to be able to do that. Each item has its own thing, so base health plus 25% last 2 minutes. Body attributes plus 1 for 30 seconds. Base health plus 25% for 2 minutes. Okay, so you can get really tanky if you start adding stuff together. 200% natural health regeneration. Cool. Mic pick. Ah, okay. These are the lock picks. Quest items and junk. So weapon wise, we can obviously put them in there. Stat, special effect, bleed. This military weapon is a standard issue to military recruits. Go to a spacer's choice. Patent and never dull finish. Blade stays durable for at least 20 swings. I doubt the game's actually going to stick to 20 swings every time. Then we have the gun, which is the handgun. Self value. Oh, and it's got a condition. I suppose self value will start to come down as well as the condition of the game of the item comes down. And then a bunch of ammo. Yeah, cool. And then the stats. Oh, don't need to look at that again. Okay. Let's continue on then. So, no other way out. Let's just shoot this.
Damage my ears! What just happened?
There's iron sight aiming. Nice.
What in the
Left. Alt is healing. And then there's a dodge. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation, also known as TTD, button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TDD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TDD meter refreshes slowly over time. Okay. Well, we have that as an option, but the first thing I want to see is there like a stealth attack? Yeah, get close enough. So that guy doesn't see me. So there's no prompt for stealth, so see any additional damage. Is there a block? Yeah. I really love whenever games put in a loot all button. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill's high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Okay, so now it's saying if your skill is high enough to break the security, so that does mean that there's going to be a level requirement to being able to do these things. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. Yeah, there we go. So I can't unlock this because I only have 2 of the lockpicks. Luckily there's 2 lockpicks right here. Oh wow, this takes a long time. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to have to look into that later. So that's a new item. How much do we care about? So it's a 2-handed weapon. So let's put that in there just so we can test it. Got lockpick skill as well. I doubt they're going to have the ability to completely max out every skill. Yeah, like that. It does look cool for a game that is a few years old. Just gotta move on.
Something there hiding. Find you.
Probably see why I'm playing the game on normal, considering how much I just absolutely got nailed during that combat. There was another body here. Was it this one? Or did I loot this? So I looted that. looted him. Oh well. It's probably just ammo in a gun or something, right? Have to pay more attention to that in the future so I don't miss out on any potential loot.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Talk to the lieutenant. She's certified in customer service.
I think what I'm going to do very quickly is increase the audio. Probably actually increase the music. Sorry, decrease the music. I'll increase the master, just so we can make sure the voices are definitely higher than the music.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Yeah, let's persuade them to go into the fight for us. Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation... You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
So he is. Oh, actually, hold on. Isn't that will probably mean I don't get the XP for it? Just quick check around here. Alright, let's have a look at the gunplay then. See if I can even hit something. There's going to be more enemies. Just one? Why were the two of them waiting all the way up there for that? I'm going to try and keep the random exploration almost to a minimum. Try to follow the storyline as much as I can and then explore as I'm going along. A lot of these games when I'm playing them because I can just sort of leave and go in any direction.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable
I end
plunder.
up just taking forever to even do any of the actual main story quests.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Okay, can't break things open.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold.
Keeping your gear in tip-top shape as expected, and something you're carrying needs repair. Right. You can repair weapons and armor at a workbench using weapon and armor parts. Get them from breaking down unwanted items. That must have been in the icon that was in the top of my inventory earlier. Players with engineering skill can repair their gear without the need of a workbench. Repairing an item returns it to 100% durability and full effectiveness, ready to cause or prevent maximum damage. So what? Okay, because I've been using these three items, they've got the little spanner icons, so they need repaired. I can break that down. What does breaking it down do? Okay, yeah, cool. So I can just break these down. And that gives me weapon parts. So how much does it cost to repair an item?
Workbench.
The workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, first select the weapon or armor item that you want to work on. Then choose what you want to do to it. Repair it, break it down for parts, modify it with a mod, or tinker to upgrade it. So let's go with the pistol. And can't install a mod, I suppose, because I don't have any mods. Can't tinker with anything because I've not unlocked the ability. Can repair. So to repair that will cost 5 weapon parts. I'm going to wait before we repair this, so it's at 98.8% condition at the minute. We'll use it a bit more, see if we can repair it later. So I want to see if the weapon parts increases in terms of requirement when the weapon is more damaged. And then break down what we've already done.
Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person.
Choosing to respec refunds all of your spent points and perk points. Then you can spend them in a different way. The price of respec will increase each time you use the machine. So it costs 500 bits. I don't have any bits at the minute, but I feel like 500 is not going to be much.
Please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value. Marauder, please be informed this ship does not possess a working power regulator for you to steal. All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
Finding alcohol in games like this is great. Just free money. Don't know why, but every time I've played any sort of, Fallout, Skyrim, like RPG style games,
please be informed
even though I'll
ship
loot
has no crew for
things
you to
like
murder.
alcohol, drugs, and cigarettes, things like that, I never have my character actually use them. They just get sold. Probably have some crazy good benefits to actually using that stuff, but yeah, it's just always been a thing.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Smart computer. I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Nice.
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Congratulations, you've gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. What if I don't want to be? Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill, for example melee, I'm assuming, improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This can help or hurt skill checks, and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Okay. So, now that we know that lockpick is actually going to be a problem to be able to get loot from, I suppose I want to add a skill point. Oh, what? 10? Oh, because it only adds 1. Okay. So let's bring that up to 20 for now. And then we will go with... I think we'll go... We'll go with more persuade for the last 3 points. You can command your companions to use their special abilities on an enemy you're targeting. C is companion 1 and V is companion 2. Okay. You've unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. So it does show somewhere what debilitation is. It was in here, right? I suppose it's just that 20% chance to cower in fear for 4 seconds. We already had that unlocked though, because the Marauders were doing that in the first place. Is it something else unlocked? Maybe it's these. Nope. Although, lockpick 20, anything that requires 1 mag pick is just free to open. That's nice. So we can look at the perks. Welcome to perk selection. On this screen you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as by accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Three sets of perks, but so it isn't a tree. I don't need to go down individual columns. I just need to spend 5 in tier 1 to unlock tier 2. Great. So we got 50% base health, 25% slow time, 25% increased damage when alone in party. When alone in party. It's an odd way of wording that. 25% walk speed, 20% sprint speed, 25% durability loss, 15% companion crit chance, 25% science weapon magazine, 20% vendor prices, 50% XP from companion kills. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. I don't know how many games that mechanic exists in where you can't fast travel because of being encumbered, and it drives me insane. But considering I don't know how much I'm actually going to be looting in this game, I don't want to pick that up just yet. 50% recharge rate on the slow time, 50 kilograms carry capacity. That is probably a no-brainer for me. 100% additional ammo stock and vendors, as well as additional consumable and general stock. 5 base armor. And then you deal increased damage based on the number of flaws you have. Yeah, that's cool. There's a game that I've played recently. I'll play it a lot with some friends. Gunfire Reborn. They have a mechanic in it where you sort of unlock scrolls, and some of the scrolls give you abilities and powers, but some of them are corrupted, and they've got a thing like that in it where the more of those corrupted scrolls you have, even though they give you negative stats, this one particular buff will give you huge benefits based on the volume of those that you've got. So that could be another one that we look at later in the game. It just depends on when we actually see what these flaws are and how badly they affect us. But I think for now I'm going to go for walk speed and carry capacity. Oh, I can only have one. Let's go walk speed anyway, until carry capacity becomes a problem. Walk speed's always going to be good in a big exploration game. Alright, let's see what these two people have to say. Maybe you have to fight them next.
This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You've got it all wrong. I'm a starship safety inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Lovely. So I think, looking at the way the sort of conversations go, there's going to be an element of, you know, I could be good, I could be bad, evil, neutral, whatever. In general, again, when I play a lot of these sort of games, I tend to lean towards being a much more good character, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'll be completely virtuously good and not lie about things or steal things like that. But I will probably choose those sort of options as much as possible. Oh, that is a big thing. Yeah, let's leave that area for now. Let's continue on with the main quest for a bit and get to see what's going on in this nearby town. Let's try the shotgun.
Enemy! You scared? I'll find you!
This is the worst shotgun.
You hide! Make you bleed! Gonna find you! Hear that?
shotgun did terrible damage. How is this a shotgun? What's to say the damage is? 86 DPS. Oh, the pistol just does more damage. Okay. I'll keep it on there, I guess, in case like, I run out of pistol rounds and need to swap quickly. Other than loot in this game, there was so much of it, so... Can I loot this? No, maybe there's a skill later. Like skin beasts or something. I'm interested to know as well, do I get like a flashlight or something at some point? Because some of these areas is quite sort of dark. Might be the daylight behind me that's making it a little bit harder for me to see. Oh wow. What? I didn't even use a sword. Just double check, I think I killed somebody up here. There. Yep, okay. Let's move on. That does look pretty cool. You can probably tell from my voice I'm from Northern Ireland. We got a place over here called the Giant's Causeway. If you're ever in Northern Ireland, you should definitely visit it. It's a lot like this. These sort of hexagon-shaped rocks that grow up out of... Well, they don't grow, obviously, they're rocks. But yeah, they're all around the place. It's really, really cool sight. Some kind of like mythological explanation behind it is giants in Northern Ireland and Scotland wanted to meet each other, so they try to build a bridge out of those stones.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You're making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Little psycho. Why can't you collect these fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Alright, I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
There was something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
This town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds.
How long have you been a junior inhumer, gravedigger, whatever?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Do you lose a lot of people to marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
What are they after, loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Thanks for your time. There's actually spaceships flying around. That's cool. There's guards here, wasn't there? Yeah, can we speak to them?
I can really go for good coffee.
There must be a way to turn on a flashlight or something. Guess not. I suppose it is nighttime. Maybe that's the issue. Need to get more mic blocks, mic picks. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. The hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associate faction or a skill of 40 or higher in hack. There is a lot of stuff to buy. Wow, okay. So this is, I suppose, all mostly food type things. There's an inhaler, melee speed and movement speed. What's this, armor? Okay. Well, let's try selling. How much do we get for selling things? Looks like it doesn't show the items that you have equipped. So that would give me 7.5 bits. Kind of makes the respec quite cheap. 500? I mean, we probably get there pretty quickly. I wanted Maglocks. Do they have Maglocks? No. They do have mods. And they're not even that expensive. I'll have to have a look at them at some point. I'm curious to know whether mods can be taken out of gear once you put them in. Hunting rifles, very nice. nice. 180 though. Definitely can't afford that. So the mic pick is locked behind the rep or the level 40. I'm getting XP for finding the vending machines. So are these the so that's Halcyon. Oh, they're different companies. Different companies, but they still sell the same brands. Kind of odd that there's multiple vending machines. Get in there. Let's go continue with the story. Get into the town, see what's in there. Although that door's below, does that mean I can get in? Yeah. Yeah, my pick, nice. It's pretty big. I imagine while we're going around looking for the people for this mission and the quest that we're on, and then as we go through the game, we'll probably be in and out of all these buildings. So I suppose I will stick to a quest. Can I change that? So Strange and Strange Land. Let's do the grave one first. Did I select that? Oh, okay, double click.
I'm sorry. I'll
So
just be a minute.
There.
You had a minute.
Over here.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those
Hold on a minute, was this not a barber shop? Something not right here. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is, destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't try back, in fact don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. So they are... It's a barber shop that also processes the bodies, but they're basically stealing from them.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
See, I wanted to intimidate 5 just because it will increase the skill, but I don't really want to start threatening people for no reason. So let's go. Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Silas sent me here to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
What about Eugene's gold teeth?
You know about Eugene? How?
He obviously didn't see me walk right past, open the door, turn around, close the door, and then read. Well, he wouldn't have seen me read the note on the other side, but should have still found it odd I walked into that room, right? I found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
They were probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
See, now I feel like I'm being forced into this. What is this button? Oh, I like that. I don't care. I'm just here to collect your dues.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye.